And apparently his daughter died when she was only 16 years old, and he had this Mort safe built to house her remains. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And the cow just agrees with that. So I'm here today in Tullinakill Church in County Down, in this beautiful old graveyard here. And we're going here today to have a look around, and the grass has just been cut recently. Now the other reason why I'm here today, wow, that's great timing with those cows, isn't it, when you're doing a video? So the only reason I'm here as well is there's a really interesting Mort safe in here, and I think from looking at it online, it's the biggest Mort safe I have seen. So let's take a wander around. And this is a huge headstone here. So I did bring the torch with me. So I see a name there, Joseph, 1799, aged 83 years. On that big one. So it is raining here. The weather's not great. Hopefully it clears up. And there we have the beautiful old church. This one says, "Here light the body of George Heron of Rings, who departed this life May the 17th, 1780, aged 78 years old." Some beautiful ones here. Look at the hand pointing towards heaven. And this is in loving memory of his father, Alexander Lamour, who departed this life the 15th of May 1893, age 63. This church is absolutely beautiful. You can just see the entrance to it here. Kind of looks like Romanesque style, that entrance. We'll go in and have a look inside. Not sure if there's anybody. There is a couple of graves, people buried here. And this is kind of very more modern looking one here, the McCormack family, who died January 1914. Robert. And this was erected by Margaret Stewart in memory of her husband, I think, John Stewart. And the years faded off it there. So that's inside the old church. Not much to see inside here, but look at that doorway looking out at the graveyard, and the timber work over the door there for support. This was erected by John McCann of Lisburn in memory of his son David, who died the 8th of June 1826, aged 21 years old. Also his grandmother Alice, who died aged something 4 there, it's hard to make it out. So we'll go this way, and just want to read a couple of the old headstones first before we show you that Mort safe. And what a Mort safe it is. Very, very unusual to see one so big. Just down under the old tree down here, there's a couple of graves. Here we have David Adams. It was erected by of Ballybowly in memory of his wife Mary Adams, alias McMurray, who died the 17th of February 1870, aged 68 years. Also his son Robert, who died March 1837, aged 6 years old. And another son, James, who died in 1855, aged 27 years old. And here it says, inscribed by Agnes Lowry in memory of her father, David Adams, who died 1877, aged 77. This one, it looks like it's seen better days. You can see where it broke in half, unfortunately, and hopefully it gets fixed. And it looks like it's Agnes is the name on this. The surname is actually Jelly, Jellie. Now, if this is the first for me, I have never seen that surname. John Jelly, who died in November 1875, aged 74. If anybody has heard of Jellie, that surname, let me know, because I haven't. And on this one we have erected by Robert. I don't know what that surname is. If anybody let me know in the comments below. 1808, here lies the body of John. I think that's actually a J. Jelly, Jelly. So the other Jelly down here we looked at had a Jellie. And this one is a different spelling on it there, with the Y on it. Who departed this life March the 8th, 1807, aged 86, and his wife Anne Jelly. And she died in 1806, aged 86 years old. So there we have unusual names. 1706 we have on this one. Looks like a John, maybe. Wilson. Now this one is in very good condition for its age. Beautiful headstone. Erected by James Ritchie in memory of his uncle James McKibben, late of Ring Neil, who departed this life the 23rd of June 1844, aged 77. Here also are interred the remains of Susanna Hayes, wife of the said James, and she died in May 1844, aged 31 years old. And just down at the bottom we can see also his son James Ritchie, who died in Southbridge, NZ, which would be New Zealand, I think, August 1914, age 73. And we have an American connection for anybody watching from America. Also his daughter Agnes, wife of John Shields, who died the 31st of July 1931, aged 91 years old. And it says interred in Simsbury Cemetery, Avon, Connecticut, USA. Look at that. So there we have some names from America, the cemeteries. So let's keep going while the rain has stopped and see what we can find. This really big burial plot here with the wrought iron around it. Look at that. And this is erected by Joseph Johnston in memory of his brothers Hamilton, William, Alexander and cousin Robert. The above Alexander Johnson of Island Mahee, M-A-H-E-E, who departed this life in 1872, aged 54. So if you like these videos while I'm going around, give it an early thumbs up. It's free to do it, free to subscribe to the channel, and it really helps me out a lot to get around to these old places. So this one here is erected by Anne Stewart of Tullynakill in memory of her beloved husband David Stewart, and he passed away in 1906. So I'm going to go back around this way and we'll go and look at that Mort safe. And look at this headstone. How beautiful is that, the stonework. This is in memory of Joseph Minnis, who died in 1873, age 83. And we have a Samuel William, who died in 1872, aged 18 years old. So I'm going to make my way over and show you this Mort safe. Now I do believe the man who's buried here in this Mort safe, he was a merchant, and apparently his daughter died when she was only 16 years old, and he had this Mort safe built to house her remains, because at the time there was a lot of body snatching going on around the areas. Of course, the famous Burke and Hare stories that we've all heard of. But this is the Mort safe. And look at the size of that. It has the cage going overhead all around. Wow. And at one time or another there would have been a door there, so the door is missing off that. But what a huge Mort safe that is. I don't think I've seen one like it. And hopefully I get in a bit closer so we can read some of the inscription. But this is just another angle of it here. Look at that. So just there in front in that plaque it says, "Here lies the body of Malcolm Ritchie, who departed this life the 8th of December 1796, aged 41 years, and his sons James and George, who died young. Also Mary, wife of the above named Malcolm Ritchie, who died the 2nd of April 1841, aged 79. So I'm just looking there to see, is there anything about, there is something there about his daughter, Susanna Ritchie, who died in 1836, aged 17 years old. Maybe that's it, guys, there. I'm going to try and just move over a little bit here so we can see. But we can see there his daughter, Susanna Ritchie, who died the 21st of February 1836, aged 17 years old. And then he had another daughter, Mary, who died in 1820. And a number of other names. So maybe Susanna was the daughter that he built it for. This Mort safe. She was 17 years old. But if you look just up above there, we can see erected by F. Ritchie, 1831. Wow. That is something else, isn't it, to see a huge Mort safe like that? Absolutely. Something you don't see every day. And of course I had to come back here to Northern Ireland. I have been here before. Check out my videos. I've done a lot of videos in the Belfast area as well. And I came back here to see things like this. The Ritchie family. Huge Mort safe. So rest in peace to the Ritchie family. And I don't know where this takes me down this way, but it does look like to me somebody has definitely done a good job here of cutting down all this overgrowth and nettles and stuff. And this trail kind of takes me back out this way here. I think this is where I started reading the headstone. Yeah, so I'm back out again where I started. But what a beautiful old graveyard. Absolutely. And the old church ruin, just everything about it. Super. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to wrap up the video here. I am going on to do another video. If you want to see what that video is, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and give the video a big thumbs up. So I'm going to wrap it up there. So from me here in this old graveyard here in County Down, I'll see you all on the next one.